Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday afternoon, March 3rd. We are looking at Window Traders market profile of the ES and the NQ. Well, now we are. Another wild day. Largest range in ES of the year. It's our second largest range in at least the last 26 months. Wide range for NQ also. Volumes decent, but nowhere near you would want with the ranges we had. The emotional trading is mind-numbing, beyond mind-numbing. From the price spike down Thursday to the price spike up Friday to the gap up today to a triple distribution day down with a spike down and a price probe down. It's, if you brought this script to Hollywood, they would throw you out of the director's office. He said that was, it's one of the dumbest movies I could ever think people would believe. This, my friends, is what happens with short-term money and algos. How do you think the Gap and Go crowd did again today? It's a fallacy, right? Keep trying to tell you that. Let's break down what happened first. Righty ends with an afternoon rally high, a triple distribution day down, a price probe, and an outside day down. They did not have the outside month down, but today they have the outside day down. ES and NQ both had an opportunity to have the outside day down, but didn't get it. NQ ends with an afternoon rally high, a double distribution day, and a price probe. ES ends with an afternoon rally high, a triple distribution day, and a price probe. They still ended up with value in their favor, overlapping a higher. But just like I said the other day when we had lower value and the bulls with a certain control, same thing today. Once things changed, I changed. We were 7 for 7 wide at one point, my friends, right? And then finally, when they broke the base of that price probe in H period, they tried to get above it one more time, and then she cracked. Same with NQ. Had a really good day. It was an exhausting day. This was an exhausting day. The checklist sheet we use was very, very tight all day until H period. H period turned everything around. It went from a very tight game to firmly being in favor of the Bears. Which means the short game was out the window. I'm using, again, you can say the daily's down again because we took out yesterday's low then. It's so subjective and there's a lot going on. I am probably going to use the daily as a 5-day balance in ES. Okay? If we take out today's low tomorrow at any point, we'd be down. NQ, I'm going to probably use, again, that's kind of, you could use a 2-day balance, or if you want to encompass all this up here, but they didn't get as close up here. So, but again, it's balanced. Now, I'm going to show you the charts also. We took out the monthly low in NQ, the yearly low. We did in ES. No, we didn't. Not in ES. In NQ, and you could technically call NQ down now. All right, we'll look at the chart. Now, it's only the first day of the month. If you want to see if it's going to stretch some more. But technically, you could certainly call it down. Okay? As far as my trades go, I started off longing. I took the long once we got above the opening to get the overnight high. And then I was making money on ebb and flow longs. Okay? But then it changed. We came down, filled the gap, got the overnight low. Now, I didn't get the overnight low. But once we did that, I'm like, things are changing. So I switched to ebb and flow shorts. So I had a very good A period. The market was very, very frisky towards the end. I took the turnover and it ripped. Got my trade to take out A's low and was doing trades against ebb and flow. They did catch me on 1 in B period when they ripped up pretty good. But by the end of B, I had a very, very good initial balance. And then I told the room, getting the IB higher low is not going to be easy. They were very large, the initial balances. We didn't get them until H. Now, after B, I took a short, basically because I still thought the ebb and flow trade was a better trade than a long. We were below the opening. We had gotten the base of the price probe in NQ, not in ES though at that point. We didn't get the base of the price probe till H in ES. But these trades were working in NQ. I did take a long in F period against, what did I take that against? Oh, to take out E's high. I'm looking at my writing. I can't understand why the trade. We won one time framing down, but the way it was acting, I thought they were going to pop E to have a potential afternoon rally high. Well, it turned out G was the afternoon rally high, but I did get the long to take out E's high. And then, after that, it was nothing but shorts. H, shorting. I, shorting. Did nothing in J or K. L and M, short. Once the market turned, I'm like, don't try to be a bottom feeder. Don't try to pick spots, right? The market is telling you one thing and one thing only, to look for shorts. Okay? So, the key to my room is keeping people safe. You don't want to short, that's fine. That doesn't mean you should be looking for a long. Okay? So, very interesting market. The fragility, how fragile, how fickle. They shatter like fine glass. They change on a dime. Just look. Look at these last 4 days. Or 3 days, I should say. I'm sorry. But even 4 days. You could use Thursday. We were grinding up and then went trend down. Both sides of the IB. Then Friday, we take back the trend day and then rip with a price spike late. Thursday. Then Friday, we rip with a price spike to the upside, and now today we rip with a price spike to the downside. That's not long-term money buying and selling this. That's short-term, uneducated, anxiety-driven, short-term traders and algos moving the market. I'm not going to give destinations because I put it in bigger increments. But I do want to go to the charts because I think they are important. Okay? So first off, here's ES. Now, again, we took out last month's low, but that was not my balance. You could either use January as your balance low or November. I had been using November's. And I probably still will. So to me, it's still balance. Now, that doesn't mean I wouldn't look for shorts if we take out January's low. I would, but I would certainly want to see what happens at November's low because that's where I think the balance low would be. Okay? So it's a 5-month balance. The weekly is down. The daily, again, I'm going to call it balance. All right? I'm going to call them a 5-day balance here in ES. If we take out today's low tomorrow, I don't care if it's by 4 points or 4 ticks, we'll be down then. But let's see. If the bears are really serious about holding what they accomplished today, taking out today's low should not be that high. So I'm going to call this balance. One other thing we're starting to creep up on, we have not seen the 200-day moving average in a long, long time. Okay? Probably saw Haley's Comet before we saw it. 570.85. We got down, we closed, we're $14 above it now. But definitely something to keep an eye on. And the reason I mention that, look at IWM. Remember, IWM has been below it now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Remember when we got below it, I said, are they the canary in the coal mine? Last year, they touched it twice but never closed below it. This year, we're already 7 days below it. I'm not sure yet. But it certainly has proven to pull the market lower right now. And they did have an outside day down. And then in NQ, this is a little tough one now. What is the monthly? Now, my monthly balance, not including today, was 3 months. I wasn't including November because we didn't get that much into it the way ES did. So my balance low is last month. Now, we did take it out. Do you want to automatically go down after one day? I don't have a problem with that. We were discussing in the room. I was going back and forth. Is the monthly still balanced? Let's give it some time to see if we go lower. Or do you want to call it down, boom, on day 1 of March? Again, that's subjective. If I call it balance and you call it down, that doesn't mean I'm right and you're wrong or vice versa. Right? Now, if you called it up, we'd both be wrong. So I think the jury's still out. You want to say down at least initially? Okay. But I think to keep the jury still out, I'm going to say it's still balanced for now. Okay? I think I'm going to keep it for balance. I know I told the room down, but I'm going to wait. If we take it out some more, we'll go down. The weekly is definitely down. That's not up for debate as far as I'm concerned. The weekly is down. Now, the daily, again, is going to be like ES. Is it down? Well, balance. Again, I'm going to probably call it balance. We talked in the room. I changed my mind a lot on these things, and I know you noticed that. But, again, because it's subjective and it's an art, and I try to get a look at it after the market closes, take a step back when all the action's done. And to me, looking at these now, that's why I'm looking at NQ monthly balance, and I'm going to call ES balance for now. But just like SPY and, I'm going to call NQ balance. Just like SPY and ES, though, if we take out today's low on the daily, automatically would be down. Now, volume. 43 million in triple Qs, not bad. 72 in SPY. Again, those are decent volumes. But my goodness, the ranges we have are tremendous. Tremendous. So with those ranges, these volumes, again, do not impress me that much. That's all. That's how I'm looking at it. Our goal in the afternoon was to get people to do nothing but look for shorts once we broke and spiked down, or stay on the sidelines. I think this room pays for itself 1,000 times over within a week that you're in here. So come check us out at camelbacktrading.org. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Rest up, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.